Hello and welcome to WTNB Today. I'm your host, Wendy Benton. Thank you for joining me. It's a great day in Cleveland, and hopefully you're not suffering from the pollen or the flu as I have been. And anyway, trying to get over that. But today I've got a special guest with me. Glad to be in the studio with my longtime friend, Melissa Reuter. She is here to talk about Ashley Lauren's Closet, the 19th annual Ashley Lauren's Closet. So I want to welcome you, Melissa.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. And this has been a long time running children's clothing sale.
It has been. We started this many years ago with Jamie and Stephen Heald. That's who it's named for, their daughter Ashley Lauren Heald, and we bought it about 17 years ago. So it really has become just part of our family. We do it, my husband and I, with all of my sisters, my aunts and uncles. We actually enjoy getting together this week. We'll know we'll see everybody. Everybody will be there working and helping. So it's really become just part of almost like Easter or Thanksgiving. We got the baby sale coming, and we've got to come see everybody. So, and it really is a ministry to us too. We've made unbelievable friendships, that we've met. We would have met them no other way except for this. We see them at least twice a year, and it really is an opportunity to help folks that are maybe on a tight budget. Maybe they're just looking to recycle their things instead of just throwing them away or giving them away. But we truly view this as a ministerial opportunity for Jason and I.
Did you have any idea that it would last this long?
No. We started, and it would be about a 4-hour time frame where people would bring things. And then that evening they would start the shopping process, and 4 days later we were done cleaning up. And now it takes us 13 days, and that's at the gym. There's a couple weeks work before and then a week or two work after. So it's gone from something that we thought were going to be 2 weekends a year to about 6 weeks a year now, and just continues to grow exponentially. We can't believe the growth that's taken place in 19 years.
Right. Well, you have such great quality items, and people come for the
bargains. It's just a great concept.
Yes.
Everybody buys way too much for their kids and grandkids, and they usually pick 1 or 2 things they love, and everything else just kind of seems to sit in the toy box. So it's a chance to recycle what you've got, which is usually way too much, and then we all love a bargain. We all love to, find something at about 1/3 of the retail. So I do believe we've worked hard, but I think it's just a wonderful concept, and that's why it's taken off the way it has.
Oh, I agree. And it's at Keith Street,
Keith Street Ministries, right, 4000 Keith Street. We're right down from Logan's and Chick-fil-A. You cannot miss the 17,000 square foot tent.
That's right.
And it's up. We went and checked it yesterday. The tent's up, and we're in their gymnasium that they've had, I think, for about 30 years now. So we have the clothing and the shoes inside. Outside is any kind of baby equipment you could ever think of, from a baby bed. It makes me feel old because now it's not just a baby swing anymore. It does everything but change the baby's diaper. I mean, really, it's amazing some of the equipment these women have the opportunity now for their babies. But we have hundreds of thousands of items at about 1/3 of retail.
Right. And it's a good opportunity for people to make money as well as save money.
We actually have several folks that break even. They'll try to make about $200 and spend about $200. And what else in the world could you ever do that, where you basically just trade out your clothing? We have some that just sell. We have many that just come shopping. But it's just a great concept all in all. So I would encourage you, if you haven't been in years or you've never tried, it is worth your drive to 4000 Keith Street next week.
Now, is it just for children?
No, we have an awesome selection of maternity clothes. We go all the way up to junior sizes, boys and girls. Lots of great sporting equipment. That's turned into a huge market. It's consignment, so I don't know what I'm going to have. But we usually have lots of instruments. You know how expensive they can be if you've got a child that's doing the band. We usually have several of those that come through there. Gaming equipment. all the way to outdoor swing set toys, bicycles, shoes, anything for a baby, anything from a pack and play to a baby carrier. We usually have one of everything that you can think of. Usually this sale, because it'll be our spring summer, we'll have a lot of things for the pool or the beach that you might need when you have a little one. But it truly encompasses from the time you're expecting all the way through the junior size clothing.
And I wasn't aware of that the last time that I participated, and I need to call out things right now as well, but I didn't realize you went up to that old.
Years ago we started, but as my children, my one little girl will be 20 on Friday, as she grew up, I wanted to be able to sell her things and for her to, so about 6 years ago we started doing juniors, and that has become very, very popular.
I'm sure.
Very popular. And shoes, we have an unbelievable selection of shoes from newborns up to a size 10 or 11.
Right, and kids' shoes do not wear out
Well,
until they're
problem
running.
is they have 14 pairs,
Yes.
and they go through that size in 10 weeks. So always a great selection of shoes. And I'm fortunate, I have people that bring things from all over this area. A lot of girls that grew up here and have moved off. So it's always a place to find unique things that maybe you couldn't usually purchase here in Cleveland, that they may live in Vegas, or I've got one girl that lives overseas. So it's an opportunity to find some different styles, different brands of clothing than you would usually find in the Cleveland or Chattanooga area too.
Right, that's interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it's coming up
Yes.
next week.
We're going to be open Monday, April the 4th through Saturday, April the 9th. Our hours that week, the 4th through the 8th, are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's the entire week. And then Saturday, we will be there from 8 a.m. to 2. That's Saturday, April the 9th. We do take checks and cash only.
Okay.
No plastic. So that's something to remember, checks and cash.
Okay, now if you want to participate and bring things, are you taking items this week?
Yes. We will have, we'll be open tomorrow, which is the 31st. And then Friday the 1st. If you've got a consignor number and you've got your, because you tag, it's all, you bring your stuff, you price your stuff. You know, it's really, I'm just a broker of your items for you. I would suggest that you go to the website. It does a wonderful job of explaining the process, how to tag your items, when to bring them, where to bring them. I'll go on and share that. It's ALC, the number 4, kids. So it's ALC4kids.com is the website. And it really goes into really graphic detail about if you want to participate and bring your items. I would suggest this time, if you're interested, maybe come, see how the process works, how things are priced. We have a list you can either get on a text or an email, and we'll let you know 6 weeks before the one in September. That would be the ideal state if you've never consigned. Come check us out once, and we'll get you in for the next time.
Right, don't just show up with your items
Please, no.
that are not tagged.
No, it's happened. But we'll help you in any way we can. That's what we're there for.
Sure.
But I would suggest, if you haven't been in years, or you've never been or never heard of it, to come check us out, because it's not a yard sale. This is top quality. We don't take anything stained, broken zipper. We want only pristine items.
Right.
And historically, they're about 1/3 of retail.
Right.
So it's definitely worth your trip to Cleveland if you're not right here in town.
Yes, well, an unbelievable amount of items. It's just wall to
I've
wall.
got a
You've
couple
got pictures.
I don't know when Jay can focus in on them for me. Can you see them, Jay? That's one picture of just the clothing selection that we had a couple years ago. There's also the huge tent outside that's got all the equipment, baby, anything for a baby you can imagine, large ride-on toys, swing sets, play sets, but this is just the inside clothing selection. We have a lady that does unbelievable hair bows. I mean, really anything you can think of that a child could use, want, or need. We supply it. Videos, books. We usually have some homeschooling paraphernalia. Anything you can think of, we usually have it there.
Right. It's amazing, truly, at the items that you do have.
I tell people it's like the Grand Canyon. You have to see that building to believe it. And it's interesting. Sometimes someone will ask their dad or a friend to drop off, and as they walk in and they look on, they're like, now what exactly is this? Because of the sheer volume. And we keep it very organized. We work diligently to make sure that it's very easy to shop, just as if you were at a mall. Everything is by sex and size, and we try to keep it organized. So you're not rummaging through items. You know exactly what you're looking for, and you can easily shop that area.
Right.
So it really is a perfect shopping situation because it's organized. You can find the size you need, the types of items you need at that very discounted price.
And if you bring items and those items don't sell at the end of the consignment
the end of
sale,
the process, I have, on Tuesday the 12th, I have your check waiting on you and the unsold items bundled up and ready to go. So you'll never do another yard sale again for kids stuff. It's so simple. Drop off is about 10 to 20 minutes process, and then you come back and it's about a 5-minute process just to grab your check and your unsold items.
Right, right. Well, you need to make sure you pick up safety pins and index cards.
And I think Cleveland is out of hangers too. I'm working with some of our retailers to try to get those replenished. But I just really encourage you to come check us out at least one time.
Absolutely.
And you'll be hooked, I promise.
Right. Okay. April 4th, it begins the Ashley Lauren consignment sale. And if you want more information, go to the website alc4kids.com.
Right. It's got lots and lots of detailed information.
Yes, well, it's a great way to make a little bit of money or buy some items for your children that won't cost you an arm and a leg, especially if you have more than 1, 2, or 3 kids.
Absolutely. Or even if you just got that niece or nephew, I say it's grandmother central. It's a great place to have books and toys and videos at your house for when without having to pack up bags and stuff. And at that price, even if they just use them a few times, it's perfect.
Right.
And then at the end of the sale, we do support New Hope and the Caring Place with items. If you're interested in donating to those, you can drop those off there. We work closely with them. They actually come to me to pick up donations there too. So it really is a win-win for everybody in the community.
Yes, that's great. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for being
Great
here
to
and for
see you.
sharing this
Great to see you.
With our community. It's a great way for people to.
We're excited.
I mean, I know.
We're excited about it.
19 years, so 20 years. 20th sale coming
It'll
up
be
in September.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to have balloons, fanfare, fireworks.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'm still there. I hope I get, yes, we will have some kind of celebration for sure.
Okay, that's great. Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's show, and we will see you at Ashley Lauren's Closet on Monday, April 4th through the 9th, and we'll see you next time on WTNB Today.